Well, how's it going, Kingsman? Welcome back to another NTW3 battle. Today, we have another tournament battle. This one between the RC and LK clan. I hope you guys are ready. This is the second and fourth place in the tournament right now. So the LK are second with 22, and I'm as always posting the scoreboard here. 22. RC have 16, and of course some of these wins may have not been counted back when this replay was done, but just giving you the standing of where they are right now, which kind of gives a little context here. So they are playing on Russia 2A, and they are bringing the 1809 Österreich Corps. So on the RC side, who's playing as the coalition, whose perspective we are going to see today. And actually, I've been keeping my eye on this because that's a lot of artillery, and I haven't seen anything defending this artillery piece, and this could be huge. Now, of course, the canister could be huge, and they have not fired yet. Oh my gosh, they got him. Now, this other grand artillery battery is going to be saved. And somehow, I mean, they're stuck on the hill now, but they actually saved their artillery. Anyway, we can get back to the battle here. So on the RC side was the coalition. You have Hiller, a 10-pointer, a 12-point Johann, a 11-point Liechtenstein, and a 5-point Pitt, who's the UK. That's what we're seeing here. On the French side, who is the LK, you have an 8-point Guard, a 11-point Lannes, 11-point Eugene, and 8-point Jerome, who is kind of like a Rheinbund spin-off. Or not spin-off, but the Rheinbund faction. You have, of course, Eugene being the Italian corps. Now, there's a lot of points. 38 points, if you haven't noticed. A lot of points, especially on the coalition side. 3 of them are over 10 points. Of course, that 5-pointer being kind of a supporting faction, although he's kind of up by himself right now. The LOC points are in favor of the Imperial side, so the LK. So the RC will have to work a little bit to get that LOC advantage. They're going to have to make some pushes against the French. And as like we have another charge going in here, some Chevaliers from Hiller. Hiller being played by Bring Back Militia in some plays here. Of course, you have the UK here. They're being played by Rambo. He brought an army of about 1,000 men. Thankfully, the 5-pointer not as important. Not saying he's not important, just not as important. Ultimately. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of scouting from Hiller. And Johann, they have a nice hill they're going to try to keep. You can see that Johann is up here with some of his dragoons. Oh man, look at these guys. Oh, I love it when they have like color-coded, like the horses, like the Scots Greys having all gray horses. This is kind of cool. It's all gray, darker grays. I like it. Although, man, it's a lot of gray. They need like a little bit of like a color splash with them, you know, like a red or a green or a nice vibrant blue. I don't know. Something. Even some gold, you know, change up the gray color. Feel like they just, this is the time period for flashy uniforms, honestly. Like, you think about combat today versus back then. Back then, you could wear flashy, gorgeous uniforms and it'd be cool. Like, look at this. Even these guys, even though they're light infantry, they have a little bit of red. A little bit of red to them. And we are starting to see a little bit of an army over here. Some chasseurs cheval and some hussars. And of course their army who is rolling down the road here. Look at that, see, blue, red, just very nice, very epic. A lot of them. I'm hearing cavalry chart. What do we have here? A general in danger. Cavalry being surrounded as Austria. Johann sends in his cavalry for an almost ambush here. Now maybe the general will manage to get away. One cav unit does break. Oh, you gotta save your general. You have to.
All men running.
Still though, I don't think they're going to get the general in time. There's a lot of infantry right here. France has lost most of their cavalry. Let's see what Austria can do here. The general is wavering, but that's a lot of infantry. Nah, they're not going to get the French general. They may break him, but he would come back even if he broke. Yeah, too much of a mass. Good luck trying to... Oh my gosh, that's a lot of infantry here. That's a lot of infantry. I'm assuming this is Lannes. It's a lot of units on top of each other, though. Yeah. Alright, we got some skirmishers that got broken or routed. I'm assuming maybe it was a cav charge that I missed while I was watching out for the gen snipe. We do have infantry from Johann making their way over the hill. They have the high ground, and now they can start pushing down as needed. Oh man, another engagement here. Honestly, it seems like Austria is commanding the field so far with their cavalry, being super dominant, super on top of the French. They're all over the French positions. Let's see how the formations hold. So, of course, we have Pitt on the left side here. Austria pushing up Hiller to support with Liechtenstein here in the center. I believe he is a Grenadier Corps. So very hard hitting. Yep, that's a lot of Grenadiers. Strictly Grenadiers. A very fun corps to play. And then, of course, Johann with just masses of infantry. He'll be on the right-hand side. His artillery will have the hill soon enough. And they will definitely be making... It looks like they'll be making an attack. The French don't seem to really be in position yet to make any sort of advance. They're still forming up in the town. And I would assume the artillery is going to be very oppressive to their formations, or suppressive, I should say. Artillery up on this hill over here, though, that will be the side where the coalition probably will not want to touch. They will not want to touch this right side, as that's a massive, that's like American Civil War open fields kind of play right there. I don't know if I'd take that. Now we do have, looks like maybe some contingents of maybe the Imperial Guard. That flag looks like Imperial Guard, but I could be wrong. Could be Lannes, who knows. Artillery is almost here. It is hidden, but there is artillery starting to smack around in this area, so I'm assuming they know something's up here. Infantry, some Grenzers, no squarables, but hopefully they have cavalry support. They are pushing out in some very long formations. I mean, it looks very cool. Man, they're two-man deep formation. This is, like I said, this is American Civil War vibes here with these long formations. You have infantry pushing out to meet them. Once the Austrians' artillery is up here on the hill, I would assume 10-pounders, 6 of them. That will probably make the French go through a living hell. Now, we do have some Rheinbund cavalry, interestingly enough, in the back. Not sure exactly what was going on there, but hussars from Hiller ended them. And now we have Hiller pushing up even more, but the first engagement definitely will be here on the right. Another engagement in the way back? Rhineland had cavalry all over the place.
Has fallen to the enemy.
Getting rid of that back cavalry. John Pitt, the late lord, he's getting shot by artillery. He may want to make a hasty retreat. For the time being, here we go. I think we're seeing the first of the infantry meeting in a line. Now, of course, like I said, that artillery is starting to fire. You can see that is a very dominant position for the field here. I am firing. Where are they firing? They're softening up the Imperial Guard, I would guess. Oh, some elite artillery. This is definitely old guard or Imperial Guard artillery. There's a artillery duel going on here, guys. 6 guns versus 3 guns. The real question is, who is going to win, the quantity or quality? Oh, we have a general, some regular volleys being exchanged here. All it takes is one good cav charge to end this line. Skirmishers supported by some in-line infantry. That's such a cool shot. I don't know why it is, but that looks so cool. Skirmishers set up, but like I said, the Grenzers keep advancing here. Line infantry, though, now going to be in support. A lot of skirms, too. Here we go, though. Johann pushing troops across to try to flank this one army. We may see the guard pull out of the town in help, or to help cover the flank. I mean, this is a small little... We have not seen the massive army that was over here. I don't know where it is. It could be in the town now. It could be out of the town. There's looks like some cavalry trying to harass this flank. Does look like the Austrians are going to send in their skirmishers once again, keep harassing the French army. Not sending in really a general engagement yet, but just harassing the enemy. And the French do seem very defensive as of right now. Like they're not going on the offensive at all. They're holding. I mean, they have LOC. They don't have to be on the offensive at all. They could sit on these LOC points and win, but they have to hold all those LOC points. We had some cavalry. Looked like it was going to try to make an attack here. This whole section of the French army, kind of more of a skirmisher force. That's up in the open field while they're pulling back towards the town, probably towards their actual lines of infantry. Artillery, I can hear them. They're just firing back and forth. You see the artillery focused in the town still, trying to soften them up a little bit. You have Pitt staying way in the back. He's not committing, neither is Hiller. Although Hiller is pushing up some units. Liechtenstein has his course set up as well. But right now, mostly it's Johann. A little bit of Liechtenstein actually is engaged, but not to take it back, actually, Hiller has some units. They're just pushing forward light infantry, guys. They are doing almost strictly light infantry. Of course, they have some grenadiers now in the fight shooting. Oh, it looks beautiful. Man, Johann has stretched his lines out. He still has a reserve corps, but the rest of the French are still forming up to meet them. And this flank, they are going straight towards the enemy, from what it appears, who's still trying to form up to meet them. Now, of course, there's probably French. Okay, there's artillery up on that hill. There's French soldiers probably all along here. The artillery is going to be very key for the French defense. Just gotta hope it's good enough to help defend their flank. Now we have a movement from Liechtenstein. Hiller also seems to be advancing a lot more reserves here. They are being harassed by a lot of artillery trying to avoid this open ground that Pitt is in front of, and just pushing, almost using the town to shelter their lines. Here we go, though. A very regular line fight now happening. There's no way that horse survives. Yeah. That was a cool shot, though. With the trees and the smoke and all. Just a flash of muskets. This is a very cinematic looking battle.
Our men are running.
Why do I hear canister firing? I definitely hear cavalry engaging. All right, there it is. So they were trying to go for that artillery piece. Don't know how they got past French units here, but they did. Still, that is a huge loss for the French. That artillery commanded the left flank, protect the Austrian attack, or I say protect the left flank for France. And France has a lot of troops still in the town. You can see now a lot of the reserves on display here, using the town to kind of shelter themselves as best they can from the artillery, only pushing out with the lines as needed. Alright, so we are starting to see Johann pushing a force to the right. Maybe they're going to swing it for that hill. We have Hiller, actually, interestingly enough, advancing some light infantry with hope. So they're going to be pushing this left flank now as the enemy's pinned down in the town. A little bit, maybe. I'm very surprised I have not seen a melee attempt from France yet in the town, especially in this area where they are, you know, so close to the enemy. They could even pull back more into the town. Maybe they like their position with the tree line, but they could pull back in the town, force the Austrians to push in and maybe melee them. I don't know. I don't know how... I remember the core of Austria being quite strong, actually. So maybe that would not work. Oh, the canister here. It's gonna start telling on this Austrian line.
Sir, our general is under attack.
This is a really well sheltered position. That's a really good position. They have a very fast rate of fire. As you can see, they are gonna start breaking one unit after the other. The French definitely want to save this unit as best they can. Austria starting to have some concern from their units as they've taken some losses over time. Yuan still has yet to deploy his reserve line. And we have Hiller pushing forward. This is going to be a bit of a bloodbath for him. The artillery that's going to canister his lines. And that will be very rough. Oh, that's a really good angle on these grenadiers. I'm surprised he hasn't tried doing a flank. I mean, there's a lot of reserves here, but if they flanking charged, I don't know, maybe they don't have enough men. But the line for France is holding. But you keep in mind, guys, being on the defensive, you can't really initiate a whole lot. Your momentum is kind of based on what the enemy does. This flank looks to be quite strong so far. With all this artillery massed up, they should be able to hold quite well. We'll see if Liechtenstein gets his grenadiers involved in the fight here. I think the guard is gonna definitely notice this attack. They can just push up some infantry to support that attack. Oh man, these guys are going to walk into a very focused field of fire from all of these guns ranged all along the hill. Looks like we do have a grenadier unit that does break. We have wavering from this Grenzer, probably due to all this canister.
Our men are running, sir.
Guys, it's not looking too good right now. This attack is really... It's inflicting some pretty heavy losses. Not heavy losses, but it's causing units to break now. Oh man, look at this point-blank fire. And these French are almost surrounded, though. One's 3 units just kind of trying to focus down this small little area. It's like he's redeploying, Johan's redeploying troops more towards this center attack here. And look at all the artillery massed up here. Just absolutely tearing holes in Hiller's core. This is a tough fight. Like, where is the weakness? I feel like once his artillery is beaten, this will be the weak point for France. But the artillery is keeping them alive with a canister constantly firing. I mean, I think, yeah, we have all this artillery focusing them down, trying to counter battery them. Looks like we have a bit of a cav engagement here. In the back, Austria trying to break the Rheinbund cavalry, get around this formation. If so many troops just sitting in the back still, a lot of reserves.
Our men are running, sir.
I mean, there's a lot of fighting happening, but it's very much still a very slow slog fest. Oh, we have cavalry pushing out here. Oh my gosh, this is huge, the counterattack. Although they're using light infantry to charge. It's kind of an interesting choice for France. And with that support from those Grenzers, that melee does not work. Oh, we have a corps pushing out on the right. And a counterattack, actually. Johann pushing into the town, using that momentum to get in close. Oh, man. Johann's about to get focused on multiple fronts, though. With this corps from who I could only assume is Lannes. Oh my gosh, France is charging in. Oh, watch for a FIM. They may have not noticed that. I didn't see a fire order. Does look like a FIM. Dang. What was happening there? Alright, well, it looks like things are kind of going off here. A huge melee in the town as well. Liechtenstein going in, cavalry going in. Now the stakes, well, he does take a bullet in the knee for the artillery piece, with those stakes being deployed as well. Liechtenstein going in for a melee.
Men are running, sir.
Here in the town, France counterattacking. And of course you have Pitt pushing up to the Rheinbund flank, but France has caved in the center with that melee getting launched. And Liechtenstein is in the streets now. Now looking at the general battle here, guys, it's looking... So this flank, which is kind of where I suspected, as I said earlier, that the push would hurt the French the most. It happened. They have gotten pushed back. The LOC having now a fight raging. Rheinbund, or I should say Jerome, holding the right flank. He has a reserve line, but Pitt is really starting to push here. Artillery is going to really help support against that British attack. France has, well, they kind of pushed out here, but didn't look too good here on the left. They may want to cut their losses and pull back to defend the town. Because even though the counterattack got thrown back, they still have an army left. But yeah, they did take some heavy losses here in their almost center line, but it didn't totally collapse. I think this LOC has just fallen though. Yeah, canister is brutal, guys. Oh my gosh, that is really hurting that poor Lightfoot. Here we go, a cavalry charge getting prepared to go in. Flanking fire from the Rheinbund. He's gonna pull out of there before they actually get a chance to fire. France shifting troops over to defend that flank. They have lost the first part of that town. They are still out here fighting. I'm surprised France hasn't cut their losses and fallen back to the town with this whole flank here.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
Ooh, the Imperial Guard taking out a general. Rheinbund's holding up pretty good. They have not broken yet. All right, now we have that left flank pulling back here. And man, this fight is still raging here. Both sides are just, no one's really attacking as like melee charge, but we have infantry just slowly moving forward. The Austrians lumbering into view here of the next French defensive line. The French may be cutting their losses here, pulling back, reorganizing, and then maybe they can counterattack. Liechtenstein is pretty healthy still. Hiller still doing okay. I think he's taking some losses though. Maybe not. But Johan's is constantly putting pressure. He has a very large army. May have a counterattack. I'm seeing some French columns advancing towards Liechtenstein's core. And Liechtenstein meets it head on. Oh my gosh, artillery. And France is just getting caught out in mass routing. What's this? Dragoons smacking into the French line. But you see the French line is still holding. They have skirmishers out in front, line infantry. Some infantry's in fear, like looks to be maybe getting outflanked. Trying to pull back, reform. More artillery has pushed up. Good position for that 3-gun horse artillery. And yeah, it looks like Rheinbund will be on their own. I keep saying Rheinbund, I know it's Jerome. Jerome will be on his own for now. with France diverting more forces towards the town where the important fighting is happening. So we have a melee again. Kind of hard on these trees to catch everything that's happening. Cap counter-attacking. Square does get formed, though. Austria's got to be careful. Over here, France has managed to reform their lines, with Johann making an attack, but France is not breaking that easily on the left side. Things seem to be working a little bit better for the Hiller-Liechtenstein duo, as we have yet another bayonet charge from Liechtenstein's Grenadiers being met on two sides by the French. We have fresh forces from France pushing forward. Liechtenstein may eventually start running out of men. It doesn't seem to be happening yet. And the French are just getting shot up. I would assume they are not winning the line fight engagement. They're probably getting whittled down here quite significantly over time. The numerical advantage is on the coalition side, guys. There's an army of 3,000, 2,000, and almost 2,000, plus the UK 1,000. I mean, that's 3, 5, 6, 7, 8,000 men on the coalition side versus 2, 4, 5, 6, yeah, roughly around 7,000. I guess there's a 1,000-man difference about. Obviously, I'm rough estimating maybe a little bit less than that. Look how close they're getting in the tree line, guys. They are getting so close to each other. You can see the death.
Our men are running for us.
And it's causing men to break pretty quick here. Oh, we have a counterattack with that hole formed in the Austrians' line. The French make a huge charge here. I missed it, or didn't I? The cavalry went in again. But still, France counterattacking here. That may help them regain a little momentum, forcing Liechtenstein to push forward troops to reinforce this center that has just got absolutely torn apart by a French counterattack. And Liechtenstein's got to watch out for the flanking trickle-down attack. And considering those dragoons went in and didn't really break a whole lot of the French, in fact, the French are attacking again. The French actually seem to be pushing forward even more and more infantry here. They're trying to break the coalition's center, making it a counterattack. You can see Johann pulling back his forces to not get caught in a all-out melee from France. Over on this side, Liechtenstein's reserves being pushed up seem to have saved this section of the field. Does look like France going for the LSC is not working out too well for him. Over here, though, Johann getting hit by that melee.
One of our units is used for attack position, sir.
He's throwing cavalry in to stop that counterattack. man, France is getting a huge break here, having broken several of Johann's infantry.
Our men are running for.
Getting a flanking charge, frontal charge. The cavalry may come in clutch here to help save an entire break. However, guys, even if they do lose over here, which he has not totally lost, oh my gosh, France really attacking here. He's charging in. His cavalry is just trying to save this army as best it can. The French have to take this one if they want to win by LOC victory right now. Because as of right now, they only have one, two, wait. Oh, the 2-pointer has been taken. They have the LOC advantage right now. France is going to have to, so Johann can afford to fall back. Hold around this 2-pointer, go seize the other 2-pointer, and hold out. And they obviously have a 1-pointer in the way back as well. Looks like Johann sent a line of infantry over there to take it, so they definitely have quite a few LOC points here. What a counterattack from France after looking to be maybe losing that engagement. And I do believe the UK does crash here. Yeah, they crashed, but they kept playing it, obviously. And I think they felt totally fine. They felt totally fine doing that. Now Rheinbund's going to mount what looks like an assault here, which is why, man, this UK would have been super clutch to have at this point, not have it crash. Or maybe it didn't crash. I thought I read that it saw that it dropped. I think it did drop. But you see Rheinbund shifting over. They need to take this LOC. They have to take it just as desperately as Liechtenstein needs to hold it. Bloodbath town fight, guys. That's what this was. Gotta watch out for that flank, though. Man, what a bloodbath. And there's the UK crash. The broken AI. Those are some nice volleys. Oh, are those sappers? There they are. Very nice. So guys, they are going to be pushing for Liechtenstein's position here, walking over a field of dead.
Our men are running.
Johann has fallen back for the most part. I mean, actually pushing his artillery up. And actually, no, Liechtenstein pushed in to the town. So still, despite all that, oh, there's a Gen snipe. Is this Lannes? Leads a charming life. Escaped death twice. Oh my gosh. He leads a very charming life. Oh, that cavalry's gonna chase him down. There he goes. Run, run. Hey, man. Jerome is trying to make a play. All right, looking at the overall view, like I said, guys, there's 3 points with the possibility of the coalition being able to roll around and grab the other 2-pointer and make it 5 points. Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna assume this is gonna be a RC coalition victory. With the timer running out to 8 minutes left, this may be an LOC victory, not deathmatch victory. There's still a French force here that probably won't go down without a heavy cost to the coalition. Which is why I'm assuming it's going to be a LOC. What a fight, though. I really thought the coalition looked like they were just going to roll up the enemy. And they started doing it with that melee. And then the French counterattack in the forest. The coalition just got a little too close. But they did go. The French undoing was this area right here. Man, they lost their Now, of course, they lost their artillery and their infantry. But, of course, the coalition, I mean, they went for the artillery piece that was killing them. But they got hit by some stakes. And I'm sure they knew they were going to just sacrifice, you know. A sacrifice must be made. Running your cab in purposefully into those stakes to try to win. Props to those poor, brave Chevaliers or Dragoons or whatever they were.
Yes, sir.
You have Jerome. That's him right there. It's like a general hat. Liechtenstein's getting attacked here. Actually breaking the French. A lot of hand-to-hand combat here. Dang, France is carrying through here. Oh, he got the 10-pounder. Still, though, 6 minutes, 15 seconds. Don't think the coalition is going to manage to lose this. I don't think they can. They have a lot of troops in here. 2 grenadier units plus the supporting grenadier unit. They have some more way over here. And I'm assuming this unit here is going towards that LOC. A 2-pointer, so they'll be fine.
entire unit is dead, sir.
All right, let's fast forward here a little bit. Oh, wow. Actually, France carrying this assault into some poor grenadiers. Oh. France about to get sandwiched between Liechtenstein's units. Here they come through the smoke. Oh, they're gonna get shot in the face. Can they make it? Oh, the drummer's down.
Our men are running.
The officer standing is. Ooh, is it officer v officer? Oh, please tell me. Please. Officer v officer. Come on. Do it. No. Gosh dang it. It's so close. I was so close to them fighting each other. That'd been so cool to see. We can see here, Johan's going to be going for another LOC that has been held by some grenadiers. Interesting. I wonder if they were there the whole time. Those grenadiers probably would have been so helpful to have in this town fight. Probably wouldn't have mattered too much, but you gotta remember these tournaments, there's so many things to consider. You know, LOC versus deathmatch, you know, are you gonna win one over the other? I'm gonna fast forward here. And quite honestly, I don't know if France has the forces to actually make an attack at this point. Actually, the general came back. Lannes, I'm assuming, came back. So we may see France actually charge this LOC. Oh, man. Yeah, they're going for it. Now, if they do take this two-pointer, keep in mind there's another two-pointer that Johan is going for. Uh-oh. They're going to take...
This building has fallen to the enemy.
They took it, so it's a good thing they were going for this two-pointer over here. No time left, guys. This is literally it. They have
the men
one
are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
They're taking another. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4 points versus 3 for the coalition or for the Imperial. And they are going for this one against these grenadiers. Don't know if they'll make it there in time. But we'll just have to let this play out. I don't think it's going to matter. 3, such a close LOC draw. Like, insanely close. Now, we do have... this one being sent in, I believe, by Hiller. Yep, Hiller, you can see some of his units, 125, 122. The rest got less than 100. But let's pull up the results here so you guys can see. So we have on the coalition side, the RSC side, you have TT Ross, who was playing as Johan, the 12-pointer. He got 19-13 for the kills. Rambo playing as 5-point. Pitt, UK, 233. He did drop, unfortunately. Bring back Militia playing as 10-point Hiller with 1073, and Al playing as Liechtenstein 11-pointer with 1534. On the other side, Sigismund, he was playing as 8-point guard with 1072 for the kills. Brandon, who's this? Wait, no. Casual, I guess, is his name in Discord. Playing as Lannes. So Brandon F, he got 1325 for the kills, playing as 11-pointer. Then you have Arpentan. He was playing as 11-point Eugene with 1183 for the kills. And then Knight, he was playing as Jerome, 8-point with 872 for the kills. So some very good kills on both sides. Like I said, I will always say, if you get over 1,000 kills, at least 3 people on each side get over 1,000 kills, it's usually going to be a pretty good game. And I don't think you disappointed. So, but anyway, guys, that will be the battle today for me. I have another one in store tomorrow. Very excited to show you guys. So until next time, guys, you have a great rest of your day. Stay safe. And as always, I will catch you all in another video.